Testing. We were good. Alright, let's try and do this. Hey, everybody's there? Right. Welcome to At Home with Rice, where the only thing I don't cook is rice. I run a foundation for dating violence in Indonesia, and I have a book that's out, but apparently because of this new entire episode is because I'm a fan of Olympus, and this is me trying to be Poseidon, cooking while actually talking about relationship tea, because I have a relationship counselor apparently, so let's do it. So today we're going to cook Chawanmushi. Neighbors actually sent a whole crate of eggs, so we're going to be like, give lemons, make lemonades. Bear with me. And obviously, I think for the first episode, it's going to introduce you to low Olympus. We have to talk about Hades, Nymphe, and Persephone, and that's exactly toxic relationship. I've used a lot of low Olympus's content for my foundation, and it's in Indonesian. And I thought it was the best comic ever. Or I thought when it began, when Low Olympus began, I thought, what is Rachel trying to do? Because she said it was a personal experience. And the fact that, how do you say, the fact that there's a toxic relationship example during the process of the comic makes me feel I'm on the right track, or is this a trend? It's something so funny for me to actually even realize people are in a toxic relationship, and you be very much, well, you don't love yourself too much. And which we can really see from Hades how he is very not confident with himself. And that's why my program for my foundation is to increase self-love in that person, and then so they're courageous enough to actually break off their toxic relationship. Hades should join my program, really. I could train him and would be very happy to. He has to get his Persephone at some point. That will be very exciting. But anyways, we'll see until that turns on. Well, today, let's see. So right, when speaking about relationships, like most people think I'm not credible whatsoever. Just to give a background, we have run over 400 cases of toxic relationships, and at least we've helped half of them to actually break off from the toxic relationship, and the other half would be, let's see, MIA from the free counseling service that we provide, as well as they know consciously that they would like to still be in the relationship, like what Hades did with Nymphe, until, you know, he decides to, like, you're not good enough for me anymore. So that's great. But it's a time. But you need to give that person time until he or she realizes that he's in a shit relationship. And I don't think it was a relationship. It was a mono-ship kind of thing. Because, yeah, well, we'll see how that goes. This is part 1. I'm going to move part 2 every 20 minutes. I hope I can finish it by then. But yeah. So I hope everyone's doing okay during the confinement. I still have confinement here until May. We have a new one starting next week. But the official national one only started like about 2 weeks ago. And ours is just about to start. Start this week. Next week. Our hotline is more crazy than ever because we focus online. So this is a good break. Whenever I feel stressed, I will cook because then you can focus on something else while you. And it's like a stress reliever because you get to whisk and beat some eggs and not someone else, because I'm dealing with online harassment and dating violence and domestic violence and the rise of COVID. So it's incredibly, I don't know when to say that word. It's harrowing to know that there's more when your home isn't safe. And I feel I'm very blessed to have this home and this kitchen for me to do. I've been working from home for like, 6 years as a designer, so this is nothing new for us. We know how to cope. I know how to deal and maintain my emotions. That's the most important thing. And not taking care too much about the news, because you do what you've got to do. The news won't change. It's just a normal pandemic. We're still in a better place than World War II. We've got YouTube. I can talk to you like this. We've got Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatever you guys use, which I don't use much of them. And I still get to have fun with people and watch all these shows or everything. Like back then, you don't even have electricity, and you only eat French fries or potatoes. We have everything we need, but still can go out. So I think you have to let the earth breathe. Some yolk is actually bad. You have to pick up a little bit of this bad stuff, just like how you pick up mints out from the weed. So we're going to talk today, at least from my perspective, of toxic relationship between Hades, Mintha, and Persephone. I think first of all, tops to Rachel, because she is a great author, great researcher, great illustrator. I love her drawings. So before anything, her drawings are amazing, incredible. One of the best art I've ever seen. It's fantastic to see such incredible artwork. And you get to see, I think in the recent episode, Non-Fast Pass, where three gods became normal human beings. Was it the Semele chapter? People of color, race, whatsoever, she's perfect. Rachel has done an incredible job in doing artwork, no matter what she does. We're going to support her, right? I've not been much attuned to current standings. I think a lot of fans didn't like her work, or was it she copied a fan fiction's work into her plot? I'm sure she didn't. Unless it would be like BBCSherlock season 3 episode 1, or what was it, season 4, when it's just a whole fan service episode, and I really didn't like it. That was funny. I think people would call that. That was a time where I think Sherlock is doctor, or almost. That was a huge fan service. But anyways, I don't think Rachel would do that. Even though she does that, definitely, it was just a coincidence. I'm sure. I don't think she would ever do it. And even if she does, I would still support her anyway. It's incredible work. Like, there are currently a fan group on Facebook. There's one person who actually identified her upside down buttons is in the character of Omega in Greek. It's a small W, and that means he's the end, right? He's the end of his the last lover, Alpha and Omega, right at the end. That's incredible. If Rachel was purposely did that, that's crazy. I don't know how many inception work I have to do, how many research I have to do to actually be in her level of Greek mythology. I love Greek mythology. I grew up with it. I really loved it. Hades is my personal favorite. Somehow. And then today with Olympus, it's just, it feeds into my obsession of like, oh, maybe we all should be adapted to the underworld. But I'm kidding. Right. So I beat up the eggs, let's see, until it's not that foamy. But if it's foamy, it's fine. I'm going to sieve some juices from dashi stock. So for chawanmushi, we need dashi stock, which is any soup stock, and eggs. And then you're going to sieve it so it's super smooth. I've made my dashi stock from shrimp. Let me show you my shrimp. Another neighbor actually sent me shrimp, so that's why I'm going to use it. Hold on, let me just push this. I'm afraid of actually setting it so. My neighbors are incredibly very, very nice. So I'm going to send them back with my cooking. So that's how big the shrimps are. It's incredible. I could smell how fresh these are because they own an actual shrimp farm. So pretty lucky. It's a bread type of shrimp, and I only need the stock. Let's see. Isn't that just gorgeous? Like, look at that delicious pink colored skin meat that Hades wants to snack in with our pink goddess. Super savory. Pardon me for not talking the whole time. It's actually my first time trying to do this, and it's a monologue. It's a bit sad for me, I think, to not be able to talk, or at least ask, have a script whatsoever. But yes. So we've made the shrimp. I'm going to get the dashi stock while I actually do this. So sweet, this is so good. I didn't even put spices whatsoever, this is crazy. That's how good the shrimps are. Just put a little pepper though. So while we're actually making the dashi, which is I'm done, all you have to do is actually strain the main meat ingredient. You can use chicken, you can use shrimp, you can use beef stock, so anything really. You can use your leftover soup stock, clear soup stock, as long as it's clear. And then we're going to mix them together softly. With the eggs. I used a recipe somewhere online and I tried it before and it worked. I didn't really save it, so then I'm not quite sure, I'm just using the same thing. But it's the same method in general. You would have to strain to make it, to have a smooth texture for that pudding. Yeah, speaking of which, so back to hazelnut there. I'm not sure what I call it actually. I have to actually check my pronunciation. And a Persephone was a problem with most people, most fans. Most people call her Persephone, as in phone. That's cute. Persephone, I think. That was the idea. Was it that way? I hope so. Check. I've really forgotten what I have to actually talk about. Haha. Well, I'm sure you guys have a lot of things to say, but bear in mind that I'm not trying to be on Minth's side or even Hazy's side. It's something that you guys have to go and grow from and start to train. By the way. And of course she's toxic. Of course she is like that because I'm sure she has childhood issues. And Hades has childhood issues because of fear of abandonment issues. Very much Hades, which is a Scorpio thing. They always either have fears of abandonment, fear of rejection, and Hades is actually like, I'm not sure what is Rachel doing behind all that. It's crazy. The more I actually learn psychology, the more crazier I get to put them all together. Crazy. I'm just gonna leave this just in case I block people. Okay, I'll need more in stock. Yay. So Hades was afraid of his father. If you could take a look at what the parents did. And his mother protected him a lot, so he has a lot of respect for the mother, but he has a certain extreme amount of anxiety and being so much fearful with his father figure, which makes him not gentlemanly, or the loss of his masculinity in this case. Most of the time, when you have lose your masculinity, that becomes toxic masculinity, because then you think, oh, he's not afraid to, he cannot cry, he can't say he's got problems because he's got the underworld. So again, like when Persephone actually said, like, you're the king, you have lots of leeways to break the rules, and being the fact that she's only 19 and she's only starting her life, and Hades says, left for I don't know 1,000 years or so, or 2,000. I'm just laughing at the age gap right now. 2,000 years, 1,000 years. I totally forgot that one. Cooking. Just two different things in my mind. I need more eggs. Should be. But actually, he needs to work out a lot of things to be in the same level of Persephone. He's like a fresh page. We call it tabula rasa. I'm sure you guys know. When you're in your baby, you're just a clean slate. And depending, the age difference of Hades and Persephone, obviously, it's just like, well, clearly it's really, like, he has a lot of issues that he has to work on. And, oops. Stephanie doesn't really know. How young she is. So when you sieve your chawanmushi, you're not supposed to have any bubbles, and you're really supposed to sieve. I use a rice washer because it's just easier. It has double filters, I guess, but you don't really have to. It's kind of difficult. You beat them. If you're on a diet, you can actually change to like 1 yellow egg white and then 6 egg whites instead of putting all the yellow all together. So I put the first batch already over there, so I'm going to see the rest, which I made a huge mess. And yes, tea. I think Poseidon makes a better pancake batch than me. This is just messy, having a little bit of fun. Because you don't always have to be perfect in the kitchen, really. I'm no master chef. It's more of the fun that we actually like. So once you sieve all the gunk from the chawanmushi, because it has to be smooth. Yay! There we go. All the gunk from that dashi stock that I've created. You can do all that and collect for the next batch of steam. Yeah, so the thing is with Hades and Persephone, it is really too fast, isn't it? 4 days, but I think you would, if you have that kind of instant connection with the person, I think I would understand. There's some things you can't really control, as much as we'd like to control. I've heard that through the years. It's the same like violence, I guess. No one really knows until they realise, like maybe a couple hours later, even a second later. Like once you hit your wife, or once you hit your husband, you'd be, oh wait, I did that. And it's like, oh, that wasn't me. I was like, it was definitely on impulse. It's really difficult to sometimes be the middleman of those things. And each relationship is so tricky, it's very subjective. Everyone has a different problem. Sometimes you can't even blame Vinfin for being toxic, or even Hades for wanting her. In Indonesia, we're called bucin, which is budak cinta, which means you're a love slave. You would do anything in the name of love. I'm just going to leave it to you guys, whether you can think who's that friend who really would do anything for love, even though they've been tortured in different ways. And yet they still stick to that crazy partner, which I don't really get either. Like, why? Why? It's because they have the lack of self-love. That's why they would stick to that partner who gives love, really. What we found out, because I do teach relationship in the relationship school that we actually establish for everybody, couples, single people, and parenting and all that, we've actually come to realize how difficult it is for people to not project their ideal to someone. Did I say that correctly? I forgot to. Sorry about that. What did I say? Let me do that again. It's really difficult to actually focus on two different things. Now I really, really, really feel how my friend feels. We're doing Final Fantasy VII Remake right now, and I don't have a PS4, so I'm asking my friend to stream it for me all the way from Singapore. And the first thing he said was like, it's so difficult to talk and comment at the same time. We have a new appreciation of gamers who actually stream and actually talk at the same time. Bro, that's incredible. Don't know how you do that. I realize it's such a difficult art to talk at the same and do things at the same time, because it's about the game or about the things, but it's two completely different things. I'm trying to train my brain to do both ends, which I think is kind of failing. Apologies if it's getting boring and long. We're going to edit this all the way. See how it's going. Okay, it's here. I like the color. I'm liking what I see. I'm going to have to taste that. Ready to break. Batch. 8. So let's see. So we're back with Hades and how toxic relationships happen, and you cannot blame anybody for it. When someone is being very violent, or they, I think subconsciously, honestly, to be honest, it's subconscious, wanting to be toxic to someone. For a quick example, one is possessive, one isn't. It's more independent in the relationship. You would feel toxic, honestly. Not a fuck. You would feel that it's a toxic relationship because you feel that this person keeps asking you, where are you? Who are you with? Where's your friends? Why do you keep hanging out with the guys? Or the other way around, like, why do you have time for me? Why do you keep playing with your bros? Where's my time? I want to go shopping and all that. But it's not toxic if the other person's alright with it. Like, he or she doesn't really mind being possessed by that partner. So that's not a toxic relationship. You just have to find someone who could be on the same level as you are. So toxic happens when you're not on the same, you're not balanced. So as an example, Minty has her womanly things, and Hades knows. Like, Hades did mention that females need womanly things, like fine goods, luxuries, fashion, good life, a house. That's why she gave her an apartment as a gift, because he knew that women are supposed to be pampered, and that's the only way he knows. I think because he didn't have a dad figure, probably he learned from his mom, and he would like to respect his mom forever, which makes a lot of sense that he tries to give his 150% to the first person that gives him attention. So that's where toxic comes in. And if she detracts a little, he's going to give her even more, thinking that, oh my god, I haven't done something that's right. 6. And that's how bad girls get good guys. Or it's not even bad. If you guys are consensual, then you know that she's bad. Consent is a funny game. I think so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8. Think about it. Not my bad. If you pop someone's cherry like Apollo did to Persephone, so spoiler alert. Even though she did say yes, but she squeaked a yes, it means it's still a yes. And I can't, let's see if I'm a lawyer, I really can't help. All I have to do is just be careful. So in my program, which I really paid a lot of attention, as Persephone, Lord Olympus as an example, it's that you guys have to know your worth before you actually meet someone. And let someone else find or give you the love, which Hades didn't have. That's why he looked for someone else to find the love. You know, to self-love, you have to feel that you're sufficient enough without anybody. Woo! Sufficient. You have to feel sufficient, and you don't need anybody else, and let someone else come to you. It means you really know that that person loves you as the way you are. They don't want to change you for a single thing. And that's why Hades feels so good around Persephone. Because she's also young. She's never been in a relationship. And she wished she had an experience of having a crush. That's so cute. You have to remind yourself, when was your first crush that gives you butterflies, really? It's a good time to think about your first crush. Or sing the song My First Love. Yeah. Small gunk. Just give me a second. You can wait while and think about your first crush. It feels like meditation a little bit. Like, think about your first crush, because it makes you feel good. You think about it. It gives you the butterflies, it makes you feel good inside, it gives you like fuzzy wuzzy feeling, like as if you've been hugged. And that's what Hades really wants from Persephone. And always, every single day, every time he sees her, he's like, phew. It's like Kundalini rising. For the ones who do not do yoga and all those things and chakras. Ooh, I think it's ready. I'm excited. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more. Ooh, 9. 100%. Where were we? First love. And I think Persephone became... Wait, did he actually like Hera and then Demeter and then... I guess about that place. But nothing is as pure and as innocent and as romantic and as fluffy as Persephone. Because I think as a king for over 2,000 years, everybody knew his status, but Persephone didn't know. That's what was so refreshing for Hades, as in the low Olympus version, that he felt she is so genuine. She doesn't want anything from me. She doesn't know I'm actually... She probably knew later that she's God, but she didn't want to abuse that relationship that, oh, I know God. I'm sure I can get lots of facilities and, you know, friends with benefits. And it doesn't have to be benefits in terms of, you know, sex and whatsoever. It's just like, you know, you can get free food, meal ticket, you can have free clothes, which Mint is super jealous of. And it's just so genuine because he never found someone who actually appreciates him fresh. I think that's why 60-year-olds and 20-year-olds relationship work. Controversial. I'm probably Zeus right now, and I'm back to Poseidon just cooking. And Hades is like, excuse me, maybe might actually like her, but I don't know about feelings. I only know her for 4 days, and now 2 weeks, right? I only know her for 2 weeks. 2 weeks, ladies and gentlemen. Thinking like, should I abduct her? And we're all like, yes, abduct her quick. I love seeing all the gifs and comments on the Facebook group. It gives me life, honestly. I love you guys, all the fans out there. It's so incredible, the fandom. One person actually survived from COVID, so that's amazing for him to actually recover. Shout out. Something with the last 3 behind his name. It's incredible. Thank you for sharing your COVID survivor. Knowing that we can get through this. It's crazy. Okay. Dashi stock from the shrimp. The best dashi ever made. Made from real shrimps. Makes a difference when you use essence, really. Okay, we'll just leave it there. Again, we're gonna make more batches because everybody gets rice is cooking for today. Neighbor sends stuff, we send it back. Neighbor gives lemons, we give lemonade. They give back lemonade, mojito. What do we give back? I don't know. I think it is really hard for you to see. I'm not sure if I should move. It's like cooking wise. I'm not sure if I should move it here. I hope you guys can see them. I'm just going to move this apart. We're done with the dashi stock, I guess. Chicken and shrimp. I combined the dashi together to create a shrimp chicken flavor, like the ramen, because that was so good. And you've eaten a chicken, shrimp, seafood chicken ramen in Hokkaido. Oh my god. Oh my god. You want to cry how delicious it is. So I recreate by combining the dashi all together. So it looks like that. So not like a dough, but super watery. I think so. I think this is ready. So just make that lower. I'm going to prepare the next batch for the neighbours. We're still going to continue into part 2. While we're waiting for that, we're going to actually finally decorate what we have. Yay! I don't have cute mittens, unfortunately. I really want one. That's okay, this is my mom's kitchen, so I'm trying to figure out. I'm using egg crates. If you can see below how I'm setting this. This is actually amazing that I actually do this. Haha. Yeah, this is better, right? Sorry for the backlight. It's okay, you don't have to see me. So, we're gonna have egg custards, which is shown. Just gonna try and taste before I give it to people. Fuck. Yeah, before I actually give it to people. Yes, indeed. I'm going to name a lot of them. So, this is cooked. If this is well done, then the relationship's well done today with me and the eggs. Thank you for being such good eggs, despite them being a bit messy. Always things to be grateful for. There we go. I'm going to put shrimps. Shrimps. I hope you also could be grateful for your relationship, whether with yourself, if you don't have anybody, or with your boyfriend, girlfriend, or partner, or significant other, or sibling partner, or husband or wife, or with your parents. But because we're talking about Olympus, it's going to be intimate partner specific, like Eros, Aphrodite marriage. Yay. How do you not feel these things? How do you unfeel these things? Like tingling sensations. I don't know, Hades. It is really hard. It is really hard. Okay. It's not that easy. To actually love someone. It's really hard. And when I'm in the middle of everything, helping people find themselves first, have a relationship with yourself, and then you can find someone else to appreciate you, because then you know if that person doesn't appreciate you, you would just exit easily. That's the secret to having a healthy relationship. That's so cute. That's perfect. Okay. Now let me try. We have lots of problems in our lives, but anyways. Oh. Black salt. でもいいんだよ。いただきますよ。But the texture is just what I liked. I could add chili oil. But yes. Success. I could put more basically. I was going to add more flavor. Tastes a bit bland. My bad. But other than that, thanks for watching it today, episode 1, with Poseidon cooking and talking about relationships, consent, toxic relationships. There's more coming, so if you really like it, thank you for watching. Let me know if you've learned something new, want to request something you would like to talk about, whether it's self-love, toxic relationships, how to have a healthy relationship, how to get out of one, how to be brave enough to get out of one, because that's what we do, and maybe other recipes. When I have neighbors sending in stuff, then I could make another video. So, cheers everybody. This is from FFVIIremake Rice. So other than the fact that it's not that salty, I really like this bowl. It's so cute. Oh, it's so hot. Never mind. Ta-da! So that's Chawanmushi for you, and I hope you guys enjoy. Yay! これから見てみましょう。じゃじゃーん。おー。綺麗だったのに。